Good morning.
Morning.
And
Bright and early.
yeah, and look at my scarf. We are on our way to Torino. Turin in English, in Danish Torino, and in Italian Torino. And as you can see, my Christmas star is in the window. And this is Juventus. We are not gonna get to a football match because they don't play just before Christmas. But well, I want to show my, what do you call it, Bikal? When you call it my what? Allegiance? No, that's not the real word. Well, okay, I got a Juventus scarf on me today. We are taking a slightly different, I guess you in English call it route, I don't know, to the beach this morning. And as you can see, there is fencing on both sides of this little pedestrian. It's because these dunes are actually fredet. How do you say that? They're protected, yeah, because they are very sensitive to a lot of people running around and people biking, mountain biking and all sorts of things. So that's why they are actually, you can't just, it's not that you can't use this area, because in Denmark we have this rule that everything, isn't it within 200 meters of the ocean, is public?
I don't know if it's 200 meters, but you can use all beaches.
Yeah. But that's not the case in Sjælland, where people
not entirely.
No, where they build their big mansions down on the coast and sort of fence off their private beaches, but it's actually not allowed. But here you can see how people that are walking down on the beach actually destroy the dunes.
Yeah, the problem is that if you destroy the vegetation,
yeah,
the sand gets visible, and then the wind takes it and blows it away.
Yeah.
And then the dunes disappear. They painted it black.
What?
That was white in the old days.
Was it?
Yeah.
I can't remember. But black is sort of the color of summer cottages in Denmark. Black and white windows.
Actually, by law, you need to use earth colors.
Earth colors, yeah.
Which is brown,
Yeah.
white, black, that nuances. There are some old houses that are a little bit different.
Yeah, it used to be yellow.
Yeah, especially up here.
Yeah. There's not going to be much of a sunrise today. There's a lot of fog, clouds that is racing out to the ocean.
Quite windy.
It's quite windy, yeah. Yeah, and you sort of, it's quite, what do you call it? Soft, yeah. And as you can see, some of these, they have all these stairs because it's been, yeah, the climate has been actually quite brutal because they have taken a lot of the dunes when it's windy, stormy. Okay, and that is, we are part of a association that's called Ocean
Sea Guardians.
Sea Guardians, yeah. So we pick up all plastic along our way. And these are the shells that is so common to our part of the world. That is actually what Denmark is built on.
Yeah, the underground.
The underground is all
A
shells
lot
that
of
have,
chalk.
yeah, chalk that had risen above. So this is
And
Denmark.
these
Yeah.
shells a little bit bigger.
And sometimes when we have a storm, because the strait out here, which is actually Kattegat, is so shallow, some of the storms actually rips up the seabed. So we get sometimes a lot of, like, what do you call them? Søstjerner? Sea stars? Sea stars? Søstjerner. Yeah, I think it's those.
They look like a star.
They look like a star.
They
They are,
can crawl on the bottom.
yeah, they crawl on the bottom. They're white on the bottom and purple on the upper part. And sometimes we have them by the millions. And look at that. These are
Stone turners.
stone turners, they call it in Danish.
No, that is also the English
Is
word.
it the English
Yeah, I
word
looked
as
it up.
well? Oh, you looked it up, okay. But they are
Yeah,
in
eating sea lice.
sea lice, okay. They're small birds and there's so many of them. And sometimes you can actually get very close to them. If you have like the wind in your face and you walk towards them, you can get very close to them. Today there is not very much wind, so we are actually pretty close to them. And there's a little fella here who wants to be part of his flock. Wow, we are actually pretty close. Yeah, so now it sort of didn't like me that close. And that is a reef. It is Wuholm, pretty good place for char and trout and salmon. We have never caught anything. That's just it. What is that? Is that
Plastic.
that's plastic as well? Yeah. Okay. There is an organization in Denmark called the Sea Guardians, Ocean Guardians, Havvogterne in Danish. Means that they send us posters and small things that we can put up around our house, you know, sort of telling other people that we do belong to this organization. And they also sends us plastic bags, red plastic bags, that we can use to actually clean our coast. So that's what we do. Whenever we walk on the beach, we have one of these red plastic bags with us, and we collect all the things that's not supposed to be here. Put it in the red plastic bag and take it home.
We are out of red, so
We
we're
are out.
using our
Okay, so Michael says we are out of the red bags. And here you can see the reef. The last time I was here, it was high tide. And now you can see how it looks when it's actually low tide. There's lots and lots of birds. It was just ducks. Oh, they're out there, yeah. But this is quite, Michael, help me. This is how the surroundings on these small sort of hills in the sea bottom, and that is how the whole part of the northern part of Denmark is made up of. Right behind me, it's by small hills.
Rivers is the top, and
Yeah,
Dopper is the valley.
yeah, and that's how it's all made up. Oh, not only on this ocean here, but right behind us, and it's heather and it's hills. It's Marhelm. What is Marhelm in English?
I
It's
haven't got a clue.
you have
It's
got
the
it's the
grass
grass that grows in the ocean parts. And out there is yeah, I don't know what you call them in English, but in Danish they're called skarks, and they are sort of a problem because they are protected in Denmark because we used to not have very many of them, so they protected skarven, and today they're all over the place. And
They're quite big.
yeah, it's a quite big bird with a very yellow beacon, or what do you call it?
But I'm wondering what that is.
You don't think it's a scarf?
No, I think it's too. It's not slim enough.
It's not slim enough.
I was wondering whether it was a goose of some sort. Can you zoom in?
Yeah, I'm trying to. No. Well, it doesn't have that yellow.
No.
No. So it's something else. It could be a goose.
Or a big duck.
A big duck. Yeah, we have both goose and ducks around here. And this is Bratten, where we live most of the time. We also have an apartment in Aalborg, which is quite nice. I like that. But this is where Michael wants to be most of the time. And that's where the sun is going to rise, but I don't think we're going to see much of it. And look at that ocean floor. Isn't it gorgeous?
sidder på den første sten der, oppe på toppen.
Det kan jeg ikke se.
Og den giver en eller anden lyd.
There's a small bird over there trying to see. Yeah, I see something. It's a very funny. Is it a why is it a sparrow? It's from my native home of Greenland. was already green in spring. My dad always put out food for them in spring, so they gathered on a hill outside our windows in our living room. So cannot allow it today. There's a guy taking pictures. A feather. Which way do we, on my hat? Like, are we going that way or are we going home? We're going back along the beach, yeah. And as you can see, there's a so it's gonna take a while before we can actually see the sun. But that's okay. We know it's there, and that's a wonder about sunrises. They tend to happen every day, even though we might not see them. And if you look at a map of Denmark, you will see that there is a very top of Denmark. This sort of a inlet booked in Danish, and this is where we live. That is a very cool house situated. We also have an apartment on the roof of one of the oldest, very old building in Oslo. And it's a magnificent place. This is where we spend our weekends, vacations, and yeah, our summers, because this is a beautiful spot to swim and enjoy all sorts of things that you do on the beach. And what is the difference between the East Coast of Denmark and the West Coast? Well, I think the West Coast is where tourists go most often because it's beautiful. It's a long coastline, magnificent beaches and dunes and all sorts of things, and a lot of places you can actually sort of it's the West Coast. It's what I would say because it's you can't drive on the beach. You have to find the access points to the beach. There is no big waves, dangerous waters and waves. It's very, very, very friendly The wind is most of the time from the west. That I'm chasing them. There are two sorts. There is the smaller one and the bigger one that's more dark. And they have two different names in Danish. I don't know what they call them in English. If anybody at all is watching this, please tell me what these small birds are called in English. This is an oyster. Unfortunately, very delicately because it's been taken over by the invasive Pacific Ocean oysters, which are bigger. Well, they taste good, so we eat them. We eat a lot of oysters. And especially around this time of year when it's cold. You don't have oysters in summer because they tend to be poisonous by the algae that sort of in the waters and the fjords in Denmark during summer. So at this time of the year, it's very, very nice to have those. And now you can see the sun is there as always. Even in the darkest hour, as quote by Winston Churchill, you will see the sun. Getting towards 9 o'clock and people tend to come out. It's a Saturday, so people is in their houses for the weekend, and there's already somebody running around down here, having their dogs out for the morning and things like that. But it never gets crowded up here, because we are we call it our little secret. Bratten is our little secret. Not very many people, apart from the ones that know about this. This is our secret. This is where and this is our little secret path to the beach. this path before Michael and I this morning, but this is our path. And this is normally my place for my sunrises, but as it is almost December, it's actually the 1st of December tomorrow, the sun rises so far to the south that I cannot enjoy it from my spot right here. But normally it rises up.